In the beginning, there was nothing, and something inside the pulse of all that isn't wanted to happen, and it bursted into existence. That is what we call the Big Bang. That is the Fool stepping in and saying, I am ready for anything. I don't know where this is going, but I'm here, and we're going to go play. I'm jumping off into all that is possible, and I have no idea what that's going to be. So let's experience it. Let's go for it. At that point, the magician steps in and says, yes, I am now conscious. I am consciousness, and because of that, I can have ideas and I can be willfully choosing what I want to do. Because if nobody else is going to do it for me but me, well, then I better start doing it because I am the one. Then along comes High Priestess, and she says, now wait a minute. She's coming out of the void. She's coming out of the no thing, because now there is a thing called consciousness, and now there's also existing with the thing is quietness, receptivity, open space. And she says, listen to everything that is around you. Feel it. Know that there's not just you, but everything else that you are from. And just listen and pay attention and absorb your reality. As the magician starts to explore that reality, the magician realizes, wow, there's a lot going on out there. And the Empress comes up and says, yep, there's a lot happening out there. The forces of the positive, negative, electron, proton are now coming together and creating the first elements, and now all of these elements are swirling all over the place, and they're joining together and creating more molecules, and these molecules are growing together and bonding together to finally create all of the different chemicals out in space. And these chemicals begin to collide together, and they start to create planets and nebulas and all kinds of galaxies, and everything is growing out there. The Empress says, this is good, isn't it? It's very creative, because that's what I'm about. When these parts come together, something magical starts to happen. Anything is possible. And as we begin to see this cosmic soup start to form into all of these crystals and planets and things that are seen and unseen, the Emperor comes up and says, I know what I am now. This is what I am. I am a planet now. Or I am a galaxy. I am a nebula. I am a star. And this is what I look like. This is my form. Because the Emperor is about, this is what I know to be me. I know this. Because the Emperor has its own laws. This is my truth. This is what is true for me. As consciousness continues to evolve, the next phase of consciousness is to realize that all of this stuff, these planets, these elements, need to all get along. They need to cooperate with each other so that they can exist. And in human form, we experience this in relationship to what is right and what is wrong. Now, we as humans are now experiencing, should I do that or should I not do that? Let me see. What's right for me, my Emperor, says, no, this is what I want to do. But the Hierophant part comes in and says, yeah, but that could hurt their feelings, or this could abandon the family, or if I leave the tribe, what's going to happen? The tribe tells me what to do, tells me this is reality, this is what you should believe. And Hierophant says yes, because if we don't have these kinds of laws and rules, we're just going to live in this chaotic kind of animal kingdom where we just eat each other up just because this is what I want to do. No, you got to think in terms of what everybody else needs. Otherwise, our tribe can't survive. Otherwise, it's just each man for themselves. So these are the rules. If you're a Christian, this is the way it should be. If you're a Jewish person, this is the way it should be. If you're a Buddhist, this is the way it could be. If you're whatever. Everything has a definition of the right way to behave. Then along comes the lovers and says, you have a choice. Hierophant says, no, you don't have a choice because what's right is right. But lover says, I don't know if that is right for everybody because I don't feel like it might be right for me. I want to make some choices that, well, I know they may be kind of scary because I might have to leave the tribe because I can't live by your rules. I've got to live by mine. And Hierophant says, oh, but you're going to be by yourself. And the lover says, I know. But how am I going to learn about myself? I've got to leave home eventually. I've got to find out about other religions. I've got to leave my culture to find out about other aspects of the world. So at that point, if I choose to go back to the tribe, okay, I'll live according to your laws. And I will do it good. I will do it right. And I won't have to think because you tell me what to think. But if I choose the other route, then I'm going to have to learn about myself in ways that I have never known before. Because the only life I've ever lived has been with the tribe, with what everyone else has been telling me to do. Then the chariot comes in and says, now you're going to know your courage. You're going to know about what you are made out of. You're going to be sent out into the world and you're going to have to make it and you're going to find out what you're made out of. How can I survive in that desert without being with the tribe? How can I survive that forest if I am not within my tribe? And my tribe will say, well, if you leave my tribe, we're not going to be there for you. You're going to have to do this by yourself. I have to do it. Something inside me says I have to do this. Well, that little voice is that part of us that is about evolution. It's about taking the tribe out to a further distance of making that universe grow, bigger, expand, and to find out what you are made out of. You have to get out there and be exposed to the weather and survive.